Hello my dear student, welcome to today's topic. So today's topic is tense of class 8 grammar. So my dear student, what comes to your mind when I say tense? Yes, I know everyone knows the answer. So tense is nothing but it talks about what? Time. So it talks about time, or we can say it tells the time of a particular action done. So it is of three types. What are they? Past, present and future. You can see arrow mark. That is, the arrow mark is going that side. It is past. Our future will come. And the arrow mark is this side. And the present, the arrow mark is like this. That means it is talking about the present situation. So here, tense means it tells us about time. An action is done. It is of three types: past, present and future. Now I will show you a beautiful example. Through that you will learn tense thoroughly and you will remember what exactly past is, what exactly present is and what exactly future is. Wait a second. Now you can see I have 3 pencils, right? Let me go closer to you. See, this is 3 pencils that I am holding in my hand. Now you can see the pencil condition. See, is it a new one or an old one, or is it a used one? It is new one. So we can say this new one, this condition of this pencil is we didn't sharpen it or we didn't use it. So it is our past. Second one is, see the condition. That means you can see the eraser on the back, right? It is not there. And even see the tip of the pencil. It is already sharpened and it is used. That means this is the present condition of this pencil which is already used. Whereas this pencil was our past condition. You can see this? Yes. And then the condition of the pencil after too much of writing is, this is the future. Okay. So this was our past. This was the condition of the present. And this was our future. I hope now you are clear with the concept that what exactly past is, present is and future is. So now we will see its types. Okay. The first one you can see, each of these 3 tense, the present tense, past tense and future tense is again divided into 4 parts. You can see here 4 parts. 1, 2, 3 and 4. My dear student, just listen to it carefully. This 3 tense, or we can say in grammar, tense is most important thing that you need to know from the grassroots level. My dear student, if you are clear with this concept, then nothing is impossible to write. So here you can see we will be talking about the first one, that is present tense. So the present tense, if I say narrate you a story, it will be like this. There was a king who had 3 daughters. One is past, present and future. Again, the present have 1, 2, 3, 4 daughters. So what are the name? The elder daughter name is simple present tense. What is the name? Simple present tense. And the second daughter name is present continuous tense. And the third one is present perfect tense. And the last one is present perfect continuous tense. My dear student, as I told you from the beginning of the video or in every video of my lesson, that whenever you are reading something, try to tear up that particular word. Try to find the hidden meaning in that particular term so that you can be clear in that particular word or concept. So my dear student, as you can see here, there are 4 different names of this present tense. That is simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Similarly, the third one you can see, or the second one I can tell you, like future also have the same name, right? In future, we will talk about future later on. First we will be clear in this present tense. Okay. So now just this second tense denotes, or what this third tense denotes, or what this fourth tense denotes. Till then you just observe it. I'll tell you. I'm giving you few seconds to observe the board. Okay? So my dear student, what does this simple present tense means? As I told you, simple present tense means it talks about the action at the time being, or the present action. So here simple present tense, it denotes habitual action. It talks about universal truth. So there are two examples. You can see the board. The first one is he reads a book. And the second example is the sun rises in the east, or we can say the earth revolves around the sun. So these are all universal truths which we cannot deny. And this is the habit of a pronoun, or we can say a noun, that he reads a book. So I hope this simple present tense is clear to you all. Now just have a look to the board and try to understand yourself. My dear student, I hope the first concept is clear to you. Now the second concept is present continuous tense. My dear student, what do you understand by continuous? Yes, I know everyone knows it, and continuous means nothing but which is going on, right? The action is still going on. So we will see the definition here. In present continuous tense, we use is because we are talking about present, and are, ing plus first form of verb. I know you all know what is V1, V2, V3. So V1 is the first form of verb, or we can say the root word is called the first form of the verb. Now you can see the definition. What does this present continuous tense talk about? It talks about, or it expresses an action that is in progress. That means it is going on, or it is still going on. And the example is like he is reading a book. So we have used this word ing here. Again, is. So he is reading a book. That means the action is going on. So I hope this concept is also clear to you all. Now just have a look and try to understand it. Student, here we will be talking about the third present perfect tense, that is, what does this present perfect tense means? Perfect means, always keep in your mind that the task or the action is completed already. So here, present perfect tense means it denotes an action completed at the time of speaking. So right now we are talking about what? Present tense. So that action is already completed. So here you can see an example like he has read a book. That means he has already read a book. So the work is already completed. That is called present perfect tense. So my dear student, again just spare few seconds on this present perfect tense. My dear student, the fourth one is present perfect continuous tense. So what it is? We are talking about present perfect continuous tense. As I told you, continuous means it is going on, and perfect means it is already done. So when these two are mixed here, it becomes present perfect continuous tense. That means from the word itself we can say an action is already done, but it is still going on. Right? So here the meaning itself, the term itself says the hidden meaning or the answer to it. Like present perfect continuous tense means it denotes an action begin in the past and is still going on. Right? So it began in the past and it is still in the process. That is the reason it is told as perfect continuous tense. Now you can see the example, you will be more clear after looking the example is he has been reading a book. That means he has been, the action is still the same, the action is going on from the past and it's still going on. So he has been reading a book. That means the action is already done in the past, but still it is in the process. That is the reason the example says that he has been reading a book. As we know, in continuous we use ing form, and again has been. That means it is in continuous process. So have a look on the board and try to understand and write it down on your notebook. Student, right now at the end we will wind up this main topic that, as I told you, in tense there are three parts. parts, that is past, present and future. And we were talking about the present tense and its 4 sub-branches. So now through this table, we can know exactly what it is talking about. So the first one you can see that is simple present tense, that means he reads a book. Now present continuous tense, that means it is going on, so it is he is reading a book. You can see ing with is. And the third one is present perfect tense, that means it is already done, so he has read a book. And the last one is present perfect continuous tense, that means it is already done, it has started in the past and still in a continuous process. So example is he has been reading a book. So I hope the simple present tense is clear to you all. You can just go through the board and clarify your doubts. My dear student, now we will be talking about the past tense. What exactly the past tense is. So here look at the board, you can see beautiful examples, you can see many examples and you can clarify what exactly the simple past tense is, or the past continuous tense is, or the past perfect tense is. As we saw the sub-branches of present tense, similarly we will talk now about past tense. So the names are same, just we need to remove the present and put the or add past into it. Like simple past tense, there we read simple present tense. So what does the simple past tense talks about? So simple past tense means he read a book. That means it's an action, or it's an action, it's a habit of a particular noun or a pronoun that he read a book. That means past, he has already read a book. That is called simple past tense, and it is talking about that particular pronoun or noun's action, habitual action. Now we will talk about the second thing is past continuous tense. From the beginning itself, as I told you, continuous means an action is going on. So we need to add in continuous form, ing form, and that to be past means you need to add was. Okay. So past continuous tenses like he was reading a book. That means ing is also added and it is in continuous form. So he was reading. Okay, we are not talking about the present tense. So we cannot say he is reading. We will say he was reading. That means it is already past. Now move on to the third one, past perfect tense. Past perfect tense, as I told you, perfect means the work is completely done. So here it is talking about past perfect tense. That means he had read a book. So we are using had is used in the past. So again I'll write here had. Okay. So you can see here past perfect tense means the work is already done. So it is saying he had read a book. That means he had already read a book. He is not reading. He had read a book. That means it is already done. The action is done and it is completed in the past. Now the last one is past perfect continuous tense. Again, the perfect means done. Continuous means process, in that process. So again continuous, we know we will be adding ing and the example will be he had been reading a book. So here had and we can use been plus continuous form we are using, so ing. So here you can see past perfect continuous tense means he had been reading a book. So I hope this table is also clear to you all. Just go through it. We will move on to the third one, that is future tense. My dear student, we will be talking about the last tense, that is future tense. That means it is not yet done, it will be coming in the future. So now we will see what exactly simple future tense is or future tense is. So here again the same name will be repeated, just you need to erase the middle portion, or we can say there we read about simple past tense, and in this also we will erase the past and we will put or we will add future to it. So the names are same, you can just look at it. The first one is simple future tense. Simple future tense means again he will read a book. So in future we will add here what? Will. Okay. Now we will add will here. So he will read a book. Okay. That is simple future tense. Now we will talk about the second sub-branch, that is future continuous tense. So future continuous, again I told you continuous means the process going on. So again, ing form is added here. You can write it here up, ing form. So you will see here, future continuous tense means he will be reading a book. Okay, and the third one is future perfect tense. He will have read a book. So this is future perfect tense. That means the work is already done. He will have read a book, right? And the last one is future perfect continuous tense. Then here the example is he will have been reading a book, right? Will have been reading a book. Okay. So I hope this 3 tense is clear to you all. So my request is, my dear student, go back, turn the unit and try to understand what exactly tense is all about. Draw the 3 branches and write the sub branches or write the names of the 3 tense, and then try with the timetable or with the example table, try to understand it. If you have any doubt, please feel free to call me. If you have any queries, comments, do comment on my chat box. Till then, thank you all.